Welcome to the University of North Dakota's Spring Commencement Ceremony. 8 times a year, the university conducts commencement ceremonies to celebrate the success of our students. Thank you for participating in today's ceremony. To honor our students, please silence your phones. If you must leave your seats, please be considerate of others around you. Enthusiasm for your graduate is understandable and encouraged. However, we ask that you do not use artificial noisemakers or air horns during the ceremony. The harsh sound can be disturbing to some of our guests. Please stand as the candidates for degrees enter the arena. A UND faculty member, chosen from the ranks of the Chester Fritz Distinguished Professors, carries the university flag and leads the processional. Our flag marshal is Joseph Hartman, Chester Fritz Distinguished Professor in the Harold Ham School of Geology and Geological Engineering. Faculty member, chosen from the ranks of the Chester Fritz Distinguished Professors, carries the university flag and leads The University of North Dakota was founded 6 years before North Dakota became a state. The original handwritten charter is preserved in the UND archives. A replica is being carried by Charter Marshal Andrew Seneca. Candidates for degrees in the School of Graduate Studies are accompanied by Dean Chris Nelson and representatives of the graduate faculty. mace of the University of North Dakota symbolizes the university's authority to grant degrees. It is made out of oak from the university's first building, Old Main. The mace precedes President Andrew Armacost and is carried by Grand Marshal Faith Johannes. Wearing a medallion that carries the official seal of a university is a practice that dates back to the Middle Ages. The UND seal is worn as part of the President's regalia and represents our institution as a symbol of authority. The chain which supports the medallion includes the names of all former UND presidents. UND President Andrew Armacost wears the seal during today's ceremony. His regalia has 4 chevrons on the sleeves, a distinction reserved for university presidents.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Andy Armacost, President of the University of North Dakota. Welcome to UND's 2024 Spring Commencement Ceremony. How about a round of applause for all of our graduates today? They look incredible, and we're so pleased that everyone is here gathered today to celebrate the academic achievements of our UND graduates. And before we kick off today's ceremony, please remain standing as current UND student Grant Anderson, who is a junior studying unmanned aircraft systems operations, takes the stage to perform a rendition of America the Beautiful. And you may have heard this familiar tune from time to time playing on the carillons atop Twomley Hall. So it's fitting that we include it today. Please welcome Grant. Good luck.
Skies for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you, Grant. What a beautiful rendition. And as we reflect upon that song, it celebrates the land where we live. And I can think of no more fitting statement about this land than to welcome and to honor our tradition of recognizing and honoring the land and the people who lived here even before we were the state of North Dakota. So please welcome Lane Lyons from the UND Alumni Association and Foundation, who's currently the Director of Development for the College of Arts and Sciences and also our Ambassador for Inclusion here at UND. Lane?
Thank you, President Armacost. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So glad to see all your faces. Congratulations. My name is Lane Lyons. I am an enrolled member of the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa Indians. I'm going to read the land acknowledgement. Today, the University of North Dakota rests on the ancestral lands of the Pembina and Red Lake bands of Ojibwe and the Dakota Oyate, presently existing as composite parts of the Red Lake, Turtle Mountain, White Earth bands, and the Dakota tribes of Minnesota and North Dakota. We acknowledge the people who resided here for generations and recognize that the spirit of the Ojibwe and Oyate people permeates this land. As a university community, we will continue to build upon our relations with the First Nations of the state of North Dakota, the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara, Sisseton, Wahpeton, Oyate Nation, Spirit Lake Nation, Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, and the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa Indians. Thank you.
Many thanks, Lane. And everyone, please be seated. And I'm now pleased to introduce Dr. Casey Ryan, who represents our State Board of Higher Education. And he brings greetings from the board to our graduates and our guests. Dr. Ryan.
Other side today. That's quick. Well, thank you, President Armacost. Congratulations. Many new doctors today, and congratulations to the master's degree candidates. So, the Higher Ed Board exists to create opportunity for the citizens of the state of North Dakota. And we do that through our higher education system. And that's why it's exciting to be here today. I mean, I don't know who or which department picked a sunny sky, 70 degrees, not much wind, and you guys get to get a degree. That's an A+ day, so congratulations on having a wonderful day to graduate. I want you to think of three terms: success, opportunity, and responsibility. Success to the Higher Ed Board is to create opportunities in the state for you to get your degrees, to move ahead, and hopefully reside in North Dakota when you're done. Now, for many of you with doctoral degrees, we know you have to go elsewhere, also with the master's degrees. But North Dakota is best, second best, Minnesota. So today it's success for you, just as success for us is to get you these degrees. What your success gives you is opportunity. The doors that were open because of your degrees today are tremendous. But they only open the doors So opportunity does not guarantee your future success. You have to make it. And that is moving into a world that will be very different from what you've experienced to this point in your careers. Because by and large, most of you have gone through a grading system that, A, B, C, D, and you had to do your work, and you had to get your papers in on time, you had to do your dissertation and defend your thesis. So it's going to be different. The world you're moving into will probably be 90% communication skills and 10% knowledge. Now, we already know you have the knowledge. That's why you're here today. So the key is, what do you have on communication? Now, for many of you, you may have taken a course in communication. I'm going to give you 7 things that if you can do them and do them right, it will be hard not to be more successful in whatever you choose to do, whether it's to go out into the workforce or if you will be going for further education, maybe doing postdoctorate research, maybe master's degree candidates going on to get a Ph.D. Number 1, always be honest. If you're honest, it's hard to not be successful. Number 2, if you don't know what to do, smile. Smiling is very comfortable. And I know within medicine, in less than 10 seconds, the patient will decide if they like you or not. And I suspect that number is fairly similar in the general world. So smiling is a warm sensation. Do it. Number 3, be nice. If you don't know what to do, just be nice. It works. And number 4 is really a good one. Listen. People who listen are, I think, extremely gifted. Now, women listeners are better than men because women can listen and talk at the same time, and they do it extremely well. Men, you'll totally fail if you try and do it. Don't do it, you'll get into trouble. Next, attitude. Attitude is the biggest reason anyone gets into trouble. So you have to have a good attitude if you want to be successful. Number 5 or 6, make a difference. Make a difference every day you come to work, whether you come to teach, whatever you come to do, make a difference in what you do. And the last thing, we all make mistakes. Hopefully they're not big mistakes, but we need to be accountable for our mistakes and we need to accept them because that's how we learn and it makes us, in the end, a better person. So remember those 7 things. Be honest, smile, be nice, listen, have a good attitude, make a difference, and admit your mistakes. The other thing you need to do today is you need to thank the people who got you here, whether it's a spouse, parents, friends, faculty, staff, many, many people brought you to this day. It wasn't just you alone. So, in the future, you will have opportunities where things come up and you can either show how smart you are or how nice you are. And I would always say, be nice. If you can be nice and be smart, thank your parents. The last thing, as you leave today, and I think this fits with what I've been trying to say, it's a quote from Teddy Roosevelt, is that nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. So with that, congratulations, an exciting day, enjoy it, and all the best to you and your families.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan, and those greetings on behalf of the board are welcomed, and the State Board places such an emphasis on the quality of higher education here across the state of North Dakota. And now behind me, I would like to recognize the members of the University Senior Administration and our honored guests. And it's a privilege to work daily with all of the leaders you see behind me. And as I announce the guests, I'll ask them to please rise and be acknowledged. But we're going to hold our applause, so this way you know who everybody is. You just heard from Dr. Casey Ryan from the State Board of Higher Education, Chuck Klosterman, a UND alum, candidate for an honorary degree, and today's guest speaker. Denise Flanagan, UND alum and candidate for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. Bob Mao, candidate for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. Lynn Lukow, UND alum and candidate for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. Eric Link, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Josh Wynn, Vice President for Health Affairs and Dean of your School of Medicine and Health Sciences. Art Malloy, Vice President for Student Affairs. Carla Mojon-Stewart, Vice President for Finance and Operations. Scott Snyder, Vice President for Research and Economic Development. Nancy Peterson, Vice President of Finance and Operations, UND Alumni Association and Foundation. Chris Nelson, Dean, School of Graduate Studies. Cheryl Hunter, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Meredy Sjogren, Dean of the College of Nursing and Professional Disciplines. Brad Runquist, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Amy Henley, Dean of the Nistler College of Business and Public Administration. Robert Krause, Dean of the John D. Odegaard School of Aerospace Sciences. Ken Ruitt, Senior Associate Dean for Education, Medical Accreditation and Faculty Affairs, School of Medicine and Health Sciences. Brian Tandy, Dean of the College of Engineering and Mines. Rebecca Bickle, Dean of the Libraries. Alex Pokernowski, Dean of Students. Scott Carell, University Registrar. Lane Lyons, UND Alumni Association and Foundation. And you saw him before with the flag. Joe Hartman, Chester Fritz Distinguished Professor and today's Faculty Flag Marshal. And many thanks to our stage managers, Cassie Gerhart and Jennifer Swangler, and our stage announcers, Darren Looker and Dave Tack. And finally, our pianist, Roxanne Gessler, who's a collaborative pianist within the UND School of Music. How about a round of applause for all of our distinguished guests today? You may be seated. I also have to offer my thanks to Roxanne Gessler, our pianist. Roxanne is filling in because I need to announce today of a tragedy that we, the UND community, felt, and that was the sudden passing of Brent Hermans, who for decades provided the piano music here at this ceremony and many other commencement ceremonies. I believe that Brent's mother and sister are here today, so Brent is in our hearts and his spirit is with us today. He was a bright ray of joy for our ceremonies, and we remember him deeply today. And then in addition, I also have to recognize my colleague and friend Josh Wynn, who today is his final spring commencement. We announced this past year that Josh is stepping down as the Dean of the College of, and the Vice President for the College of the School of Medicine and Health Sciences. And so Josh, your leadership at our university and in the School of Medicine is deeply appreciated. We thank you. How about a round of applause for Josh and Brent? I would also take a moment to recognize and welcome our international students and their family and friends who have traveled from afar to join us on this special day. And a special shout out to our graduates at a distance, those who have completed their degrees through our online academic programs. We're thrilled to have them included in today's ceremony, and we celebrate their achievements as well. And let's give a special thank you to all the UND faculty members who are present here today. Your guidance and expertise have been instrumental in our graduates' success. And a big thank you also to our commencement marshals and our staff events assistants who have helped out today. And finally, if any of our degree candidates have served in our U.S. military or continue to serve, please stand so that we can express our gratitude to you. Thank you all for being here today for this amazing celebration on this beautiful day. And I would now like to introduce Provost Eric Link, who will recognize our 2024 Chester Fritz Distinguished Professors. Eric?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. The Chester Fritz Distinguished Professorship is the highest honor the University of North Dakota bestows on its faculty members, a reflection of the generous spirit of legendary UND benefactor Chester Fritz. This award is reserved for those faculty members who demonstrate the highest degree of accomplishment in teaching, research, scholarship, and service. Those who receive this honor exemplify UND's mission to educate the next generation of students and community leaders, advance the frontiers of human knowledge, and serve the public good in North Dakota and beyond. In your program, you will find short biographical summaries outlining some of the reasons this year's recipients have been chosen for this honor. In recognition of this distinction, these faculty members will be presented today with a medallion and will always carry the honorary title of Chester Fritz Distinguished Professor. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce two new Chester Fritz Distinguished Professors. Naima Kabuch, Professor, which direction are we coming from? Somewhere? Naima? Oh, we're coming to, great. Naima Kabuch, Professor in the School of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, please come forward. Professor Kabuch, it is my honor to welcome you as a new member of the Chester Fritz Distinguished Professors. Congratulations. Chiming Tan, Professor of Economics and Finance, please come forward. Professor Tan, I am pleased to welcome you as a new member of the Chester Fritz Distinguished Professors. Congratulations.
It is now my pleasure on behalf of the faculty and the State Board of Higher Education to present our 2024 honorary doctoral degrees. These recipients were nominated by the faculty and approved for this distinction by the State Board of Higher Education. The honorary doctoral degree, a long-standing tradition at the University of North Dakota, honors individuals for truly outstanding accomplishments which have benefited our state, the nation, and the world. This year we have 4 honorary degrees to present, and our first honorary degree recipient, Denise Flanagan, will be escorted and presented by Amy Henley, Dean of the Nistler College of Business and Public Administration.
Denise, you are a 1988 Harry S. Truman Scholar and a 1990 graduate of the University of North Dakota. It was only 1 year later, after your undergraduate work in UND's Bureau of Government Affairs, that you were in our nation's capital as a presidential management intern. That experience led you to what is today a 30-plus year career in national service. Currently, you are Director of Budget for the U.S. Department of Interior, a role you have held since 2010. You look after the needs of a department operating with a budget in the tens of billions of dollars. And each year, you and your office publish budget reports and justifications that go in front of Congress as part of the President's annual budget request. You have also served in the Department of the Navy, the Office of the Secretary of Defense, the Defense Mapping Agency, and the Office of Personnel Management. In your role as Director of Financial Management for the Office of Naval Research, the office received 11 awards from the Department of the Navy, the Department of Defense, and the American Society of Military Comptrollers. You've been awarded 2 Superior Civilian Service Awards over the course of your career, and today, your alma mater is proud to bestow upon you this honorary degree. We in the Nistler College, and particularly in the Department of Political Science and Public Administration, thank you for your commitment and for your love of your alma mater.
So upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education, I confer to you, Denise Flanagan, the honorary Doctor of Letters degree. In recognition of your rank as Doctor of Letters, I will invest you with the doctor's hood marked with the colors of the university. In witness of this degree, I will also present you with a diploma officially signed and bearing the seal of the University of North Dakota. Congratulations. Our second honorary degree recipient, Bob Mao, will be escorted and presented by Brian Tandy, Dean of the College of Engineering and Mines.
Bob Mao. Through nearly 50 years of North Dakota's oil and gas industry, boom or bust, you have led the way. A son of Western North Dakota, growing up on a family farm near Mohall, that's where you've written your legacy. You started in the 1970s, working on service rigs and pumping wells in the oil fields, but your role in that industry changed significantly when you created Eagle Operating. You went from having a hand in the state's oil production to helping lead it. And that trajectory continued as you created several new businesses to develop and support energy exploration. You went on to become chairman of the board for the North Dakota Petroleum Council, and were at one time appointed by the governor to represent North Dakota on the Interstate Oil and Gas Compact Commission. Today, you're a proud member of the North Dakota Petroleum Council Hall of Fame, as well as a recipient of the UND Energy and Environmental Research Center's Pioneer Award, honoring your outstanding service to carbon capture, utilization, and storage. We'd like now to recognize your contributions to your beloved home state and the entire oil and gas industry by conferring upon you this honorary degree.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education, I confer to you, Bob Mao, the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. In recognition of your rank as Doctor of Letters, I will invest you with the doctor's hood marked with the colors of the university. In witness of this degree, I will also present you a diploma officially signed and bearing the seal of the university. Congratulations. Well done. Our third honorary degree recipient, Lynn Lukow, will be escorted and presented by Brad Runquist, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Lynn, as a North Dakota native born in Hettinger, your storied career in leadership started at UND. You studied German, English, and creative writing before graduating in 1971, and you took on roles at the university including as Assistant Director of High School Relations, Assistant Registrar, and Director of Conferences and Institutes. These foundational experiences propelled you to profound accomplishments in business and civic service. You've served as President and CEO for multiple companies and organizations, and today you're a nationally known advisor in the nonprofit sector. You have served on or consulted to more than 50 nonprofit boards over your career. And over that time, you've given back to your alma mater, serving on the North Dakota Delta Upsilon Education Foundation and co-chairing the UND chapter's $8 million campaign to build a new Delta Upsilon house on Princeton Street. In 1994, you received UND's Maxwell Anderson Award for Excellence in Arts and Letters. Today, in further recognition of your continued support for UND, your alma mater is proud to confer upon you this honorary degree.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education, I confer to you, Lynn Lukow, the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. In recognition of your rank as Doctor of Letters, I will invest you with the doctor's hood marked with the colors of the university and present you with the diploma officially signed and bearing the seal of the university. Congratulations, Lynn. Our final honorary degree recipient, Chuck Klosterman, will be presented by Brad Runquist, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Chuck, your road to becoming a best-selling author and nationally published journalist started just a few blocks from here, with your byline appearing in the Dakota Student in the early 1990s. You interned for the Grand Forks Herald as well, but it was at UND that you cut your teeth writing articles on sports, music, and popular culture. And according to an interview you did with UND Today, it was during a religion class in your senior year that writing occurred to you as a lifelong career. The assignment was to write about witches and witchcraft, but with your head buried in the Dakota Student reporting, you phoned it in. No books, no research, just Chuck. You got a B- on that essay with comments from the professor, Scott Lowe, reading, "Not your best work, however, I think you show real promise as a humorist." That was your aha moment, but a lot of preparation had made you ready for that turning point. Your upbringing in rural North Dakota and education in Grand Forks were foundational to the national voice you have become, with more than a dozen books to your name and hundreds of bylines in major publications. UND, your alma mater, is proud to bestow upon you this honorary degree.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education, I confer to you, Chuck Klosterman, the honorary degree of Doctors of Letters, the hood, and the diploma to go with them. Congratulations, Chuck. You should stay up here, though. So graduates and guests, our fourth recipient of the honorary doctorate is, in fact, today's commencement speaker. You've heard the great introduction by Dean Runquist. Please join me in welcoming Chuck Klosterman.
Good morning, future citizens of the world and possibly East Grand Forks. I am honored to be here and somewhat amazed that this is happening at all. 30 years ago, I graduated from the University of North Dakota, and that is a day that I will never forget. Unfortunately, the reason I remember is because I was kind of a jerk who thought he was too cool to go through the commencement ceremony, and I also didn't think I could afford to get a gown. So I went to a guy's house to watch a basketball game. Okay, this is 30 years ago, like this week. Okay, now for the past 3 decades, whenever I told this story, I always claimed the reason that I remember this so vividly is because Kevin Johnson of the Phoenix Suns, who would later become the mayor of Sacramento, he executed this amazing baseline dunk on Hakeem Olajuwon. This dunk is so stunning that you can still find it on YouTube very easily. So I always would mention this, like, oh, I didn't go to my graduation, but I remembered this classic play from Kevin Johnson of the Phoenix Suns. But whenever I did that, I was kind of lying. Because, I do remember that basketball game. That is true. But not really for anything that happened in the game, including that dunk. I remember it because I knew that I was purposefully skipping an event that I unconsciously understood to be significant. I had convinced myself not to care about something that was important, I think probably because I didn't want to face the idea of that. Like, I didn't want it to be important. And I suspect that there are probably some of you in that same position right now. You're sitting here in this moment listening to this speech and it's boring. And you kind of are doing this maybe out of obligation to your parents, or you're just sort of waiting for this kind of formal construct to be over so you can get on with the rest of your life. But here's the reality. You're going to remember this day whether you want to or not, because that's just how the human mind works. I assume most of you can probably remember something about the first day you showed up on this campus, even if nothing particularly remarkable happened. Without even trying, you have remembered that that day has come to symbolize something important about your life. That will also be true about today. One of the amazing things about college is that it's an experience totally isolated from every other part of your existence. It's like an insular silo kind of built within the context of the rest of your life. Some of you here, particularly if you're a parent or I guess a subscriber to satellite radio, you might be familiar with a geriatric British rock star named Ozzy Osbourne. It doesn't matter if you don't. It's not going to affect the story. I mean, he was in Black Sabbath, he bit the head off a dead bat and 2 live doves, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to know this. What you need to know is this story, which is that in 1979, he started working with this brilliant guitarist named Randy Rhoads. And then in 1982, Randy Rhoads died in a plane crash. But whenever Ozzy Osbourne discusses this relationship, he always says that short window of time that he spent with Randy Rhoads felt longer and more profound than all the years that had come prior to meeting him, and then all the years that have followed since that crash. In the future, that's sort of going to be how you feel about having been at UND. It's going to seem as though it's a much longer, deeper experience than the amount of years will sort of reflect. I mean, the people you met and the relationships you forged, the ideas you encountered for the first time, these problems you had to solve at this point in your life when you were becoming a different person, it will feel like its own separate lifetime in a way. Now, the downside to this realization is that technically makes this commencement ceremony like a metaphorical funeral for that part of your life. But on the upside, unlike actual funerals, you can go to the bar tonight. Now, I realize that traditionally the idea behind a speech like this is to inspire people, and maybe that will happen, maybe by accident. But I need to be honest with you, and honestly, there are real limits to the power of inspiration. You can admire other people and you can respect other people, but all the inspiration you need is already at your disposal. You don't need to be inspired by somebody else to do great work. Like, the work itself needs to be the inspiration, whatever that work may be. I mean, if there is greatness inside of you, you are the only person with the potential to unlock that. And the only key that fits that lock will be crafted by your kind of own autodidactic desire and your own self-directed willingness to do the necessary work, particularly when no one else is watching and no one is there to give you credit. But that said, while I may not be inspiring, at least I'm relatively old. You know, my beard is gray. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've had a lot of good fortune. And I've spent a lot of my time wondering why my life has worked out the way that it has. So I have some advice for you, which you can accept or disregard. The fact that you're all graduate students means you're all technically more educated than me. So you might be more prone to disregard them. But if so, I will understand. The degree to which you feel good about your life is dependent on how you choose to view that life. And that view will ultimately be dictated by one of two things. Either by your own self-perception or through the perceptions of other people. Now, this won't necessarily be your choice. Some people are just naturally better at sort of blocking out the rest of the world, and and they're not really affected by how other people think. But there are also certain jobs and vocations where what other people perceive is kind of the whole equation. I mean, I'm a writer, so I guess I could have no interest in how people like or dislike my books. But if I did that, I probably wouldn't be able to make a living at it. You know, there are some situations in life where what other people think or what other people say does have a real meaning on sort of how, your livelihood operates. So if you find yourself in this position where the ideas of other people do sort of shape the way you perceive yourself, you're going to be told, like, ignore all the negative feedback. Like, block that out. Just sort of do not allow other people's negativity sort of warp who you are. And of course, that's very good advice. But here's the catch. If you're going to do that, you also need to be skeptical of the positive feedback you get. Because positive feedback can be just as inaccurate and just as damaging. You can always feel good about this, and you can, sort of, kind of take kind of a feeling of power from people's compliments, but you can't really believe it, because you can't go through life assuming every criticism is false while every compliment is somehow true. Before you go to bed tonight, open the Notes app on your phone and list the 10 things that are most important to you. And try to be as specific as possible. These should be 10 values or ideas that, to you, right now, are the values and ideas that define who you are as a person. And after you've done this, reread that list and try to accept something that will be hard to accept. In 10 years, you will disagree with much of what you put on this list. And 25 years after that, you might disagree with all of it. Now remember this exercise as you go through life. Think about this paradox whenever you meet people who seem diametrically opposed to you, yet may already be closer to the person you will eventually become. It's possible that this will seem too hard to really internalize. Maybe you'll look at this list and you'll say, these 10 qualities are not arbitrary, they're not temporary. They're moral imperatives, and they will never change. When I look at this list in 40 years, I will feel exactly as I do today. And that could happen. That might be possible. It could be true that you'll be exactly the same in the future as you are now. But if that happens, something has gone wrong. Like, people are supposed to change. You should never aspire to be a finished person. Be open to the idea that how you feel about things is going to change your entire life. And it's a mistake to sort of inflexibly decide that this is who I am and this is how I think. Because you're just sort of trapping yourself. You're limiting your life. Okay, money cannot buy happiness. This is a cliche, and this cliche is true. I mean, some of the richest people I know are just fundamentally miserable. But it's important to remember that just because a cliche happens to be true, it doesn't mean the opposite of that cliche will generate the opposite effect. Like, money can't buy happiness. That's true. But poverty can't buy anything, you know? So, like, you know, don't make this decision that's like, this is how I got to think about the world. It's like, yeah, you can fit yourself into this box and say, I'm not going to care about these things. You know, money can't buy me happiness. Well, yeah, maybe it'll buy you a jet ski, though. Maybe that'll give you happiness, you know? What you're already aware of is that life seems random and chaotic, okay? On a day-to-day basis, it often feels as existence is kind of driven by entropy and dictated by forces beyond one's control. You know, everything always feels crazy all the time. Life never seems like it's happening in a real sensible, rational way. Yet, in retrospect, when you eventually look back at all the things that have happened to you and all the things you have done, your life is going to somehow seem like a perfectly crafted novel, okay? When viewed in the rearview mirror, it will always appear that whatever choices you made was the choice you had to make at the time. Like it was the decision that you made in the past. It was right because everything about your life that has happened since then was a consequence of this hinge moment. So, you know, when faced with tough decisions, take comfort in the fact that once enough time has passed, whatever decision you made will seem completely correct. Like in the future, whatever arbitrary decision you made in the past will inevitably seem like the perfect move. And this will prove, you know, true 99% of the time. Now, I realize that by placing this figure at 99%, I'm latently conceding there's a 1% chance that some random decision you make might ruin your life and have some rippling effect that will destroy everything you care about. And if that does happen, well, you will really remember how much you hated this part of this speech. The last thing I'm going to say here might seem like, I guess, a little bit dark, and it might not be exactly what you want to hear, but bear with me because this is actually important. In 50 years, no matter what you accomplish or what you achieve, there's a high probability that no one will remember and no one will care. Okay? This is not a criticism of you or of anyone else. It's just how history operates. And imagining otherwise is just narcissism, okay? Like 12 Americans have walked on the moon. And I'm guessing most people here probably can't name more than 3 of them, you know? Like we have a whole set of presidents we only call the do-nothing presidents. Like they were president and that's the only thing anyone knows about them, that they did nothing. This is just kind of how it works, okay? There is, however, at least one person who will absolutely remember who you are and what you did and what you accomplished. You. You will remember and you will care. I wrote my first books 20-some years ago. They made me change the title. Every time I look at that book, it bothers me. No one else cares, but I care. Like, it's for everybody else, it's just, you know, something that happened in the world. For me, it was part of who I was, and that's always going to bother me. I think of that every time I see it. Because the size of your reality is the size of your memory. And sort of the metaphysical essence of your life is how those memories make you feel. So try to remember things, you know. Try to remember everything about your life. Because even if you're the only one who does, it will be worth it. Your life will always be important as long as it's important to you. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. We're certainly grateful for your words of inspiration and the challenge to our graduates. And I would say that was the best speech I ever heard, but you probably wouldn't believe it, right? But what I can say is we are certainly grateful for all that you represent for UND and the significance that you've had on this world. So congratulations and thank you very much. How about another round of applause? And the next portion of today's ceremony involves the conferring of degrees upon our graduates. The candidates for the doctoral degrees in the School of Graduate Studies will be presented by Provost Eric Link.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education please rise? President Armacost, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Physical Therapy and Occupational Therapy Doctorate in the School of Graduate Studies. I therefore have the honor of presenting them to you for the conferring of these degrees.
Provost Link, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the State Board of Higher Education, I confer upon you, graduates, your degree. I have the honor of welcoming you into the ancient and universal society of scholars, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I now present you with the appropriate diploma, signed and marked with the seal of the university, and in further recognition of your rank as doctor, you will be invested with a hood lined with the official colors of the University of North Dakota.
Graduates, please be seated and await the direction of the commencement marshals.
The School of Graduate Studies is home to the highest academic degrees awarded by the university. The first Doctor of Philosophy degree was awarded in 1914. Today, UND is a nationally prominent, student-focused doctoral institution that offers over 40 doctoral programs. The School of Graduate Studies is home to the highest
Here are the candidates from the disciplines in the College of Arts and Sciences. Gamra Motlek Abulgami, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Communication, presented by Dr. Pamela Cobflesh. Tiffany Tara Santerre, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Communication, presented by Dr. Pamela Cobflesh. Here is the online candidate from the disciplines in the College of Education and Human Development, followed by the candidates who are here today. Laura Fernandez. Betsy Lynn Ahern. Receiving a Doctor of Education in Educational Practice and Leadership, presented by Dr. Shannon Grave. Rachel Catherine Bachmeyer, receiving a Doctor of Education in Educational Practice and Leadership, presented by Dr. Jared Schlenker. Beth Marie Haney, receiving a Doctor of Education in Educational Practice and Leadership, presented by Dr. Julie Robinson. Lacey Jo Long, receiving Doctor of Education in Educational Practice and Leadership, presented by Dr. Shannon Grave. Weston Mashad, receiving a Doctor of Education in Educational Practice and Leadership, presented by Dr. Jared Schlenker. Amy Elizabeth Relk, receiving a Doctor of Education in Educational Practice and Leadership, presented by Dr. Jared Schlenker. Sharon Stout, receiving a Doctor of Education in Educational Practice and Leadership, presented by Dr. Bonnie Gourneau and Dr. Julie Robinson. Jackie Zeiderhoff, receiving a Doctor of Education in Educational Practice and Leadership, presented by Dr. Wei Hong. Kariana Eisminger, receiving the Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Foundations and Research, presented by Dr. Joshua Hunter. Adekunle Lawal, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Teaching and Leadership, presented by Dr. Julie Robinson. Richard Michael Morgan, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Foundations and Research, presented by Dr. Laura Morgan. Brenna Swanson, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Teaching and Learning, presented by Dr. Cheryl Hunter. Danielle Marie Villano, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Teaching and Leadership, presented by Dr. Kathy Smart. Here are the candidates from the disciplines in the College of Engineering and Mines. Eberici Orie Ichi. Receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Civil Engineering, presented by Dr. Sitar Durafshin. Shireen Ismail, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science, presented by Dr. Brian Tandy. Yao Parnell Antifafa, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Chemical Engineering, presented by Dr. Yoon Ji. Al Tebow, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Energy Engineering, presented by Dr. Olusegun Tomomeu. Chen-Yu Wu, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Petroleum Engineering, presented by Dr. Yoon Ji. Here are the candidates from the disciplines in the John D. Odegaard School of Aerospace Sciences. Caleb Straw, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Aerospace Sciences, presented by Dr. Sherry Fieber-Beyer. Sean Peter McCloat, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Aerospace Sciences, presented by Dr. Sherry Fieber-Beyer. Tyler Ray Linder, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Aerospace Sciences, presented by Dr. Ron Fevig. Natalie Midzak, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Atmospheric Sciences, presented by Dr. Zhenglong Zheng. Tammy Jo Nedham Lieber, receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Criminal Justice, presented by Dr. Michael Meyer.
still waiting for nursing. We haven't switched.
Got it.
We haven't done the nursing graduates.
Right,
they haven't
right.
come, so stay. We're just waiting for them.
Understood.
And they'll be hooded.
No.
Here are the online candidates from the disciplines in the College of Nursing and Professional Disciplines, followed by those who are here today. Kaushiki Kapoor. Shelby Bettner, receiving the Doctor of Nursing Practice, presented by Dr. Mary Jane Rivard. Jennifer Jean Goodman, receiving the Doctor of Nursing Practice, presented by Dr. Mary Jane Rivard. Philip Hoyer, receiving the Doctor of Nursing Practice, presented by Dr. Mary Jane Rivard. Erin Kelly Iverson, receiving the Doctor of Nursing Practice, presented by Dr. Mary Jane Rivard. Colton Lane Jacobson, receiving the Doctor of Nursing Practice, presented by Dr. Mary Jane Rivard. Rochelle Johnson, receiving the Doctor of Nursing Practice, presented by Dr. Mary Jane Rivard. Michaela K. Lund, receiving the Doctor of Nursing Practice, presented by Dr. Mary Jane Rivard. Jody Marie Staus, receiving the Doctor of Nursing Practice, presented by Dr. Mary Jane Rivard. Joseph Onyambu Ondichu, receiving the Doctor of Nursing Practice, presented by Dr. Mary Jane Rivard. The recipients of the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree were honored at a hooding ceremony held earlier. Here are the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree. Cassandra Gale Anschutz. Paige Elizabeth Argent. Elise Joyanne Bartel. Catherine Beagle. Emma Ruth Botker. Ellie Grace Bryant. Morgan Joe Boogie. Ashley Brooke Conneran. Rachel Dobbs. Mari Lane Dolan. Sammy Dullum. Kayla Marie Ellison. Brooke Marie Fleechek. Riley Allen Grube. Kaylin Grace Holverson. Kylie Marie Helgelin. Kyle Stewart Henningsgaard. Troy Huff. Clyde Jensen. Morgan Johnson. Brendan Edward Calouse. Sydney Mariah Cast. Anna Lee Kiffmeyer. Abby Kuznia. Megan Lacrosse. Hunter Lake. Katie Leary. Bree Lindley. Victoria Corbally Mays. Riley J. Mathias. Alexis Peterson. Connor D. Remus. Cade Daniel Salentine. Ashley Jean Schuster. Logan Thomas Sr. Blake Gregory Shostrom. Sean Stoltz. Hunter T. Silty. Nicole Thomas. Casey White. The recipients of the Occupational Therapy Doctorate were honored at a doctorate program hooding ceremony held earlier. Here are the candidates for the Occupational Therapy Doctorate degree. Jace Eugene Allard. Kaylee May Ottman. Alexis Marie Brolsma. Emily Jo Bertsfield. Madison Jo Christian. Katie DeBoer. Caitlin Ashley Marie Dittburner. Kirsten Lola Drugan. Stephanie Dullum. Elise Durbin. Caitlin Rose Eckery. Lauren Alexis Fisher. Ashley R. Freund. Caitlin Florence Fusi. Emily Lara Gisler. Marie K. Herring. Josie Lynn Hewitt. Sierra Marie Jacobson. Abby Christine Jessen. Abigail Rose Casper. Katya A. Kivy. Callie Marie Kleindahl. Grace Kleinwachter. Rachel Koenig. Taylor Ann Koopmeiners. Anne Catherine Landerville. Alexis Paige Lehman. Hannah Elizabeth Leisenheimer. Amber Joy Matlock. Michaela Elizabeth Murden. Monica N. Nicoy. Samantha Marie Proctor. Alyssa Putzel. Cassidy Catherine Polar. Kelsey Rajeski. Bailey May Shear. Erin Siebenaller. Hannah Veronica Steckler. Molly Vadrali. Jadalyn L. Wagner. Jessica Lynn Wetzel.
The candidates for the master's degrees in the School of Graduate Studies will be presented by Provost Eric Link.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees in the School of Graduate Studies please rise? President Armacost, these candidates have completed all the requirements for their respective master's degrees in the School of Graduate Studies. I therefore have the honor of presenting them to you for the conferring of these degrees.
Thank you, Eric. And upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the State Board of Higher Education, I confer upon you the master's degrees as listed in the commencement program. I have the honor of welcoming you into the Ancient and Universal Society of Scholars with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. And I will now present you with the appropriate diploma, signed and marked with the seal of the university. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated and await the direction of the commencement marshals.
The School of Graduate Studies awarded its first master's degree in 1895. Today, it offers over 80 master's degree programs that feature cutting-edge research, creative scholarship, and trend-setting professional programs that have received national and global recognition.
Here are the online candidates from the disciplines in the John D. Odegaard School of Aerospace Sciences, followed by those who are here today. Shannon Forey and Gary Meeker. Alex Daniel Blumenthal. Jennifer Bradford. Amanda Emong Dang. Beth Ann Klingel. Andrew George Kramer. Taylor McComb. Owen Poborski. Michael Donald Sandoval. Anand Henry Schleif. Ethan A. Weisberger.
It is okay to smile.
Rewinding back on stage.
Here are the online candidates from the disciplines in the College of Arts and Sciences, followed by the candidates who are here today. Helene Castanero, Raven Hicks, and Haley Madsen. Tabitha Ann Bartow. William Roy Bess II. Madison L. Ingle. Isabella Fredenberg. Kathleen M. Gergerich. Madison Marie Goodham. Taylor Hackbarth. Hannah Aileen Hewsome. Mohammed Shamzul Islam. Andrea Jensen. Jody L. Kastner. Janessa Rose Millar. Maiken Moeller Anderson. Charmin Rahman. Abby Sue Robinson. Neelam Uppal. Melody Delane Volk. Louis John Elbertson. Anna Elizabeth Castro Salgado. Renmei Jen Crowder. Abdur Rahim Badza. Ellie Catherine Bauer. Caden Allen Bollinger. Emma Grace Breidenbach. Heather Elizabeth Chinaki. Isabella Noel Kappa. Annika Dawn Idon. James Guy George Girish. Emily C. Good. Alyssa Victoria Gord. Michaela Heinrich. Elizabeth Hewitt. Miranda Johnson. Caitlin Lang. Se Young Lee. Autumn Rose Lindgren. Lauren McAllister. Paige Nyland. Merritt Kelly Otterson. James Robert Owens. Serena Ratzloff. Sebastian Corlalang Pavithra Navadi Rodrigo. Aviana K. Shack. Jasmine Shorehide. Danny Smith. Elena Grace Swartz. Catherine Wagoner. Brianna Wolski.
Here are the online candidates from the disciplines in the Nistler College of Business and Public Administration, followed by the candidates who are here today. Megan Bailey, Jana Hofferth, Tiffany Napu Unua, Samritri Tripathi, and Evan Varnes. Samantha Adams. Moses Efa Akoto. Emma Elms. Melissa Christine Hembry. Sky Hurdle. Danielle Rodrero Hogan. Braden Charles Kelly. Haley Brianne Kinneberg. Ethan James Kleinsasser. Grace Margaret Knudsen. Mariah Courtney Lear. Lyle Francis Lunday Jr. Anne Marie Mager. Jacqueline Sue Lawrence. McKay McIntyre. Chris Morrison. Wanleda Satan. Tiffany Weary. Jessica Stephanie Wong. Levi Cooper Sr. Brian Richard Dilsey. Molly Louise Grimes. Lexi Jorgensen. Kuyar Tabikoy Leon. Spencer Clarence Kavanaugh. Connor Truman Paul McCarty. Joshua Nabertil. Robert Sand. Tara Kristen Stiles Rath. Samritri Tripathi. Sadie Hansen. Robin Lois Creel. Bartholomew Chibori Ogbu. Jeremy Smith. Tori Scott Johnson. Blake E. Martell. Dylan Nitskorsky. Nathan Allen Price. Michael Rolfe. Huanan Tao. Thomas George Zakevich. Cullen Campbell Mauli Zor. Here are the online candidates from the disciplines in the College of Education and Human Development, followed by the candidates who are here today. Letty Bartles, Stephanie Gooding, Debbie Levi Stock, Stephanie Fino, Jessica Jalen Bowman, Betsy M. Casey, Aaron Cooper, Catherine Ellingson, Miranda Jo Fifield, Lauren Louise Kempenick, Sydney Beth Larson, Andrew Christian Lenway, Crystal Angelica Lundmark, Elizabeth Ann Moen. Image Carolyn Murphy. Jessica Nelson. Davika Samajaran Penniker. Alexis Ann Rosseth. Courtney Marie Solmonson.
You're the perfect person to do that job.
Kayla May Schiltz. India Rose Stockert.
What's going to be weird is that she doesn't know you, but you're going to be super into
Megan Lynn Austin.
She's really good.
Lynn Haverlin. Anya Elizabeth Herlovsky. Andrea J. Heenick. Carly Knudsen. Amanda Lawrence. Alyssa Lane Manning. Rihanna Louise McNeely. Roslyn Moselle. Michelle Olson. Bethany Acker. Diana Joy Adam. Tuba Ahmed. Hunter Lee Andes. Paul Daniel Boss. Dana Brickner. Nicole Isabella Bullis. Cassandra Laura Castaneda. Daniel Mark Koopman. Brooke Danae Delzer. Kristen Heather Demmel. Emily Ann Donabauer. Emma Fricky. Julia Hansen. Kristen Jane Haugen. Caitlin M. Isaacson. Ashley Brooke Johnson. Nicole Johnson. Christian John Quilvang, Jr. Hannah Larson.
Awesome job.
Peyton Sean McNay. Rebecca Suzanne Rhodes. Francis Eugene Nagrati Samuel. Jamie Lynn Senny. Devin Murray Wagonette. Here are the online candidates from the disciplines in the College of Engineering and Mines, followed by the candidates who are here today. Blair Dupree, Anthony Ekpiki, Dante Stevens.
Go ahead. I can do two things at once.
Sadiq Jafar Al-Anaban. Maxwell Collins Bois. Dominic Angelo Marchetti. Kelly Christine Toomer. Ava Asplin. Yasir F. Aiva. Luca Thomas Beretta. Ali Razed Hassani. Curtis Dale Hewitt. Daniel Yanku. Wilson Scott Leesford. Mohammed Ibrahim Radwan. Rajrup Mitra. Douglas Michael Moore. Kiana Ashley Abigail Morgan. Juliana Adabong Nefu. Amy Nicole Nygaard. Muizagwa Rusiba Mila. Eric E. Wicken. Here are the online candidates from the disciplines in the School of Medicine and Health Sciences, followed by the candidates who are here today. Amy Knight, Casey Leaf, and Ashley Sanders. Jordan Clausen. Michaela Jocelyn Rose Romanek. Jessica Sue Smith. Claudia J. Berge. Justice Lincoln Caldwell. Kaylee Catherine Day. Stephanie Dimolas. Rachel Duncan. Shelby Ann Goboretsky. Mackenzie May Holland. Rachel Renee Kesey. Isaac Michael Knutson. Kayla M. Marr. Joanna M. McClellan. Madison Marie Nitschke. Andrea Jane Reeder. Chelsea Beth Scheil. Tanya Marie Schneff. Kelsey Jordan Sederquist. Valerie K. Snelling. Lauren Staten. Allison Steffler. Robert W. White. Molly Evelyn Zack. Lacey Zeisler. Alexis Brianna Brown. Taylor Hassick. Mary Catherine Laboon. Kelsey Mariah Odegaard. Darcia Pingree. Drew Scott Lee Schmidt. Nicole Ann Booza. Catherine Maria Kilpatrick. Cassandra Brianne Compelin. Heather Kathleen Myers. Kathleen Smezrud. Raki Lee Streff. Here are the online candidates from the disciplines in the College of Nursing and Professional Disciplines. followed by the candidates who are here today. Andrea Danielson, Joy O'Donnell, and Tara Siebold. Beoa Nelson Ajiahun. Mercy Oforiwa Andu. Fabian Matthew Barragan. Haley Nicole Bauer. Hannah Marie Boyko. Jordan Quinn Buckmeyer. Stephanie Leanne Campbell. Allison Chaffee. Justine June Clark. Elizabeth Jane Davidson. Lynn Danowski. Kaylee Maria Differding. Sydney Eckhoff. Ifra Abdi Elmi. Amanda Lee Erickson. Beth Errett. Paige Avery Fleechak. Justine Fosley. Sarah Gleason. Sierra Nicole Gehring. Diane Sudine Gray. Haley Joelle Hinners. Kimberly Ann Hoffman. Sarah Nicole Holman. Hannah Christine Hoven. Miranda Lee Hitter. Anna Renee Jensen. Courtney K. John. Sydney Ann Johnson. Andrea Margolis Kaplan. Laura Lee Larock. Chai Lee. McKenna Mutoni Nyako. Chris Muami Makau. Esther Efosi Malom Monano. Mercy Neandero. Ngozi One Bulliam. Casey Lynn Rabe. Joanne Melissa Rana. Jesse Lind Richards. Amanda Rarick. Faith Ann Rowley. Brittany Roysden. Tori Schmidt. Elizabeth Schrader. Roberta Stegen. Jamie Tongpet. Kristen Louise Toy. Allison Walker. Kaya Sue Welsh. Heather Ann Zander. Gabriela Beatriz Alvarez. Danielle Bartlett. Lily Langton. Vera Tao. Kaylin Wemus Rice. Monique Michelle Wiesness.
And that is it. How about another round of applause? And all of those delays were brought to you by the Gold Seal Wax Company, makers of Mr. Bubble. Some of you know the significance there. Anyhow, congratulations to all of our graduates. And this is such a day of celebration, and my notes say, ad lib if you will, and I won't. So I'd like to now introduce Nancy Peterson, who is the Vice President of Finance and Operations for the UND Alumni Association and Foundation, who will bring greetings to our newest alumni. Congratulations, alum. Let's hear it for Nancy Peterson.
Thank you, Dr. Armacost. Well, it is my great pleasure today to welcome you as the newest members of our alumni family. Some of you may now possess multiple degrees from this outstanding university. Congratulations. This family you are now part of cares deeply about the university and about each one of you. As you embark on this exciting new journey, I invite you to stay connected to your alma mater. Join the alumni Facebook page, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, as these are great avenues to forge strong bonds with this new alumni family. Remember that we host alumni and friends gatherings across the country, ensuring that wherever you may find yourself, we will be there to provide inspiration, courage, and support. At homecoming this last fall, UND and UND Alumni Association launched Forever UND, a campaign for the University of North Dakota. Our ambitious goal is to raise $500 million for the benefit of students. We are confident in that goal because we have seen time and time again how alumni and friends have stepped up in supporting students. Examples of alumni investments at the university can be seen in buildings like the Nisser Hall, the Fritz Pollard Jr. Athletic Center, and the Gershman Graduate Center. And of course, many of the scholarships you may have received during your time here were provided through the generosity of our alumni. The Forever UND campaign is based on 3 simple statements. We do, we lead, we are Forever UND. So as you venture out into your post-university life, consider those statements as part of your UND DNA. Do good, lead by example, and remember that each one of you is now part of the fabric and the personality of the great University of North Dakota. Go out into the world with the knowledge that you are Forever UND. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy, so much. And before we close today's ceremony, we ask our guests to please allow the graduates to recess before leaving the arena today. And let me welcome back, since we've heard from the Alumni Association and Foundation, let's welcome back to the podium Grant Anderson, who, accompanied by pianist Roxanne Gessler, will lead us in the singing of Alma Mater, which is the song of our alumni. This familiar song is used commonly as the traditional conclusion at the University of North Dakota commencement ceremonies. So please stand and join in singing Alma Mater, and the words can be found in your commencement ceremony book. Thank you so much, Grant. And graduates, family, and friends, thank you so much for attending the spring 2024 commencement ceremony for the University of North Dakota. It's been a wonderful celebration, but there's one more thing that we need to do. And graduates, there's one way that we always celebrate at the University of North Dakota, especially when the puck goes in the net. So let's show your family and friends how we celebrate as the University of North Dakota.